Miss Honey, Miss Honey, don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey. The bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I would not go long. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, I told the bitch that she should stay. I warned the bitch she should not stray. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, now I'm back and she is gone. Yes, I'm back and wanna talk. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, where's the bitch? She's got some nerve. Here I am and feeling fierce. Miss Honey, 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 don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey, 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 the bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I would not go long. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, now I'm back and she is gone. Yes, I'm back and wanna talk. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, where's the bitch? She's got some nerve. Here I am and feeling fierce. Miss Honey, 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 don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey. Don't you hear me calling you? Don't you hear me calling you? Don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? Honey, 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 the bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I would not go long. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, where's the bitch? She's got some nerve. Here I am and feeling fierce. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, 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 Miss Honey, Miss Honey, 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 Miss Honey. Don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey. The bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I would not go long. Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, 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 Miss Honey, Miss Honey, 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 Miss Honey.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Melanin Talks. It is your favorite melanin cutie with the nice booty, Koi Lene, and we are in our first real episode of 2023. You guys, how was your motherfucking year, okay? Mine's turned out to be okay. We are in our second day of 2023, and I'm just now adjusting and setting into the new year. Man, it has been a motherfucking ride, okay? The last 3 years was horrible. 2020 tested my faith. It knocked me down. It put me in a real bad depression. 2021, I was preparing myself for healing and tapping back into my spirituality. 2023, I'm ready. I'm ready for 2023, okay? 2022 knocked me back down, but we finna pick this shit back up. We finna keep rolling. So we finna start this motherfucking podcast off with some nice affirmations for us women, okay? So the women that I will be in 2023, I will be happier, I'll be richer, I will be glowing and growing, I will be at peace, I will be in a healthier state of mind, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally. That's the biggest thing for me because I have been struggling with emotions. So that is my thing I'm working on. I'm trying to be in a better mental space. I am that, okay? And women, you are that too, okay? And babe, never be afraid to be the full package. This year, women, we are being the full package. We are that. We are them girls, okay? This year, this is about us. We're getting our bags up, okay? We're taking trips, single and with kids, okay? We're doing family vacays, okay? We're having this is the year for us. This is the year of the women, okay? So, you guys, what's up? What we getting into today? I missed you guys. So, last year I put out some trailers. I wanted to see how the podcast was gonna do before I really decided to dive in with some real content. I was throwing out testers, I was doing different things. And I seen that you guys really like that I be talking my shit. And I tried the celebrity news. I seen that a lot of y'all like that. So we will try to do a little bit more of that. With this new year, I just want to make the podcast the best podcast that I can. Um, I'm really not gonna think too much into it, not gonna be too deep into this shit, but this is my journal. Okay, this is my personal journal. So as you guys get to know me a little bit more, y'all will figure out what type of person I am, who I am. So yeah, you guys. So in 2023, we finna be the best person I can be. You guys, I'm taking this year and it's all about me. I'm being so selfish. Everything is a no type of situation. I don't have it for nobody. Okay. I'm not putting up with no bullshit from family or friends. We not doing none of that, okay? So, it's okay to say no, ladies. So, yeah. Here's to the motherfucking new year. May you be brave, may you be beautiful, be calm, be inspired, whether it's by your friends, family, somebody that you see on the internet. Try to find inspiration in everything that you do. Be excited for everything that you accomplish and what you're trying to accomplish. Embrace the negative this year. Take that as a learning lesson. Don't really fall too deep into it. Just embrace it and keep moving forward. And love yourself for who you are. Okay. There's last year I noticed that there was a lot of depression going around and a lot of people not loving themselves and putting they self into everybody else. So we taking that back and we're putting that love into ourselves, women, okay? Um, I'm praying for the women in 2023. I hope that everybody finds love and purpose in their life, okay? And what we leaving in 2020, we're leaving negative self-talk, okay? We're not doing that in the year 2023. We're leaving that in 2022. Caring about what others think, so their opinions of you. We're leaving that in 2022. Not pariatory. Y'all, I'm high and I've been drinking, so bear with me. We're not prioritizing rest and self-care, okay? If you're not doing that in 2023, I don't know what the fuck you girls are doing, but we are leaving that not putting yourself first in 2022 because we're doing that this year. Thinking it's too late to start. It's never too fucking late to start. So, bitch, if you thinking about starting this motherfucking business, or if you're thinking about going back to school, because I'm currently in school, but I have been slacking, so I'm gonna pick that back up this year. Bitch, start that business, start going back to school, whatever you're trying to learn, start it. Bitch, it's never too late, okay? Toxic friendships and relationships, bitch, we're leaving that in 2022. And I want to talk on that real quick, okay? We gonna speak on that because I am over the toxic friendships and relationships, whether it's with family or not, or just with a significant other. I'm over that. We're not bringing that into 2023. If it's not making me happy and I can't benefit from you and I can't learn from you and all you're bringing to me is some negative and it's bad energy, I don't want that around me. I don't want you around me. Like it's a big thing with me this year. Like toxic friendships, jealousy in the friendship. If it's only one-sided and you notice that you're the friend that's always putting out and giving and you're not receiving that back in, leave that shit in 2020. Okay? We're not bringing that into 2023. With your family, if your family is toxic and they're not helping you with your dreams and aspirations and they're not uplifting you and giving you positive feedback and um encouragement, it is okay to leave your motherfucking family in 2020 because there's a lot of family members that I'll be speaking on that I'll be leaving the fuck in 2020. Okay? Period. People who bring you down, we're leaving them in motherfucking 2020. Okay? Family, friends, boyfriends, fuck, aunties, cousins, shit. I don't care if it's your motherfucking kid. No, we ain't gonna do the kids like that, but you know what I'm saying? We all got that one negative person that we just can't seem to shake or let go because we feel sorry for them for some reason and we try to overlook why they so negative and why they spewing that hate on us. We try to overlook it and be like, oh, it's a damn problem. Bitch, you can't help everybody. Cut the motherfuckers off, okay? We're not bringing them into 2022. We're not doing that, okay? Some things we just gotta let go, all right? Start packing for your new home, ladies. This year is about improvement, okay? Last year we planted seeds. If your seeds did not sprout yet, keep watering it. It's gonna come. So whether you're trying to get a new home, put everything down as if you already have it. So then you put in your mindset you're moving. Put that in your mind. You finna get a new car. Put that in your mind that you already in that bitch. Start planning for a trip. Plan ahead, bitch. Book the trip now. That way it's already booked. So about time when you get to that month, you already there. You're not procrastinating, bitch. But okay, income taxes around the motherfucking corner, bitch. When you get them taxes, bitch, you deserve a trip. Book that motherfucking trip and go. Period. We're not thinking about it. We're doing it. Ain't no thinking in 2023. We're putting everything in action and we're running for it. Okay. Start saying you're healed. Okay. If we not already having that mindset that we are healed and we're working forward to something, you're still gonna be in this dark place. 2023, we are healed. We're not going in with the mindset that I am in a healing state. Bitch, we was healing the last 3 years. Okay. 2023, we are healed and we are ready for our blessings. Okay. God will bless you with everything that you are praying for. Okay. So keep that in mind. Keep praying for your dream, that house, that car, that new job, um, new income, whether it's small or large, whatever you're trying to get, you got that. You got that. It's coming. So talk as if you already have it, bitch. We can't manifest right now because nature is hibernating. But when spring rolls around and when nature starts waking up, bitch, it's time to start manifesting in the springtime and doing the groundwork and planting your seeds, more seeds. Keep watering the seeds that you already got planted. Keep watering, keep manifesting, and we gonna get this shit, okay? And 2023 is all about energy. Energy, energy, energy. That is what 2023 is about for me. That's it. It is not about nourishing your body. If it's not about nourishing your body, your mind, your spirit, then it's a no. It's a no. I don't got time for it. That's not something that's not watering my soul. If it doesn't move me spiritually, I don't want to do it. Because 9 times out of 10, it's come with something bad. My energy for 2023 is if it creates doubt and chaos in my mind, I'm distancing myself from it. Period. I don't want to be around it. If it distracts me from my purpose and steals my joy, I'm letting it go. So whether it's a man or whatever, let it go. If it's distracting you, let it go. My intentions to feel nourished, Yeah, we getting deep, okay? We getting real deep in 2023. My intent to feel nourished and nurtured in 2023. I will do my best to create more peaceful and joyful spaces in my life. I am focusing on relationships that are healthy, loving, and reciprocal. Okay? Stop putting out. Make sure you're getting in this year. Make sure you getting what you're putting out. Okay? If you're loving on someone more than you should, then it's time to let that go. Let that person go. Move forward. It's okay to get into a new relationship because this might be the year for you. You might find your husband. You might find your wife this year. Okay? I am keeping my promises to myself that I am worth it. I will stay close to people who want to see me do my best. I'm showing up and claiming my joy that I deserved, and that's a big one, okay? I am showing up and claiming the joy that I deserve. As this year comes to an end, I feel more clear, grounded, and hopeful about myself and my life. So keep those in your keep it in your mind what you striving for because 2023, we are going full throttle, okay? Full throttle this year, okay? I'm trying to keep like the best positive attitude this year because I didn't have the best attitude last year. I was so like lost and depressed and sad last year that it was just horrible. So I'm healing, but in my mind, I am healed. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, I am healed. I had came to terms with some things and I'm just walking in my purpose and this is what it's gonna be, all right? Um, I am at ease, but I know that what I want has already been manifested and it's already mine. I just have to work for it. So with this podcast, I don't know how far it's gonna go, but I do feel a shift this year. And that's another thing. This year, over these past couple of days leading up into January, I have been feeling a shift, you guys. And it's got something to do with me. I don't know where I'm going in my journey, but I feel a shift in my energy. I feel a shift in my mind and physically and spiritually something is happening around me that I just don't know what it is, but I feel something is coming. And I think with this podcast as my outlet to like speak more and be open to meeting friends because I am not a social person. I have social anxiety. I don't like meeting people outside on the streets. I don't like talking to people. But I noticed that I have an online presence that people love. They like my personality. So I feel like this podcast is really gonna bring me to opportunities that I never thought that I'll be reaching. So I'm I'm very open to that and I'm happy that I'm starting to deal and dab in different things and seeing what comes out of this, you guys. So the other night I went outside, you guys. It was like 5 AM, and I heard some coyotes and wolves howling, like, they was having a whole little thing going on, and it was so weird because I was telling my friend, like, I don't know, because my friends know I'm very spiritual, and I do my cards, I have oracle cards, I do my tarot cards, I read myself, I really don't read other people, but I read myself a lot, I do my crystals, I have spirit rides, I talk to my ancestors, I ask for guidance, I ask for messages, um, you guys, I have close personal contacts with birds. I have hummingbirds that visit my window, that visit my back door often. So I feel like I have a monitoring spirit watching me constantly. Um, like I have a lot of interaction with animals, whether it's a hummingbird, whether it's a deer, whether it's my puppy. I have a lizard, but like I always feel like there's something watching me when it comes to an animal. I'm always having animal interactions, and it's not a normal interaction as you would think. So I feel like spirit is trying to tell me something, and I'm really here for. I'm listening, and I feel like I'm the chosen child. I know I am. But I feel like my ancestors are trying to tell me that it is my time to tap into my powers, my magic, and really do what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like they're telling me that I'm ready and I need to really dive deep into it and help my folks. And that's what I'm trying to do with this podcast and outside of the podcast. And you know what I'm saying? Some things is just I don't know. It's been a shift, you guys. It's really been a big shift going on. And with the planets and the moon, everything is starting to align and I just don't know what's going on. But I'm here for it. I'm ready for whatever is about to happen, okay? And I hope you guys are too. I hope you ladies is really taking care of yourself. We're finna be big on self-care, focusing on you and only you. And that's it. Like we have really been putting our time in other people and it's starting to become a thing to where we're really neglecting ourselves, but we're not doing that this year. We not. We are in our second day of 2023 and we still got more to go, okay? And we finna claim this shit. For real, for real. And as we move into this new year, I'm letting go of a lot of family members. Like I really don't really speak to none of my family. This is a real podcast, y'all. We really finna get into some shit. I don't really speak to none of my family. I feel like a lot of my family members are fake and they have that their favorites. And I feel like I'm not one of their favorites, which is fine with me because I ain't never been a bitch to be liked. Okay, I always been a loner. But I feel like I'm just not feeling the whole family shit. Like the family that you born in, I feel like those are your biggest battles. Those are your biggest haters. Those are the people that really don't want to see you doing better than them. And that's okay, but I'm letting go a lot of family members, okay? This year, 2023, I'm not fucking with my dad. That's just I'm just not like dude never really been around like that in the first place. Like dude he switched he picked up, switched sides, that's cool, stay over there. And I feel like let's really get to shit. Me and my dad really ain't been cool. We ain't really been on one accord for years and it's gonna stay like that. I feel like my dad only really comes around because of my son. And I spoke with my brothers about this because they are older than me, but they understand what I'm going through or whatever. I'm the firstborn girl. Out of all my siblings, I'm the first girl. I'm the oldest girl. And I feel like he only comes around to pick up the slack that he had with his kids when it comes to his grandkids, and I don't really like that. It's like, okay, you can't mask what you fucked up at when it comes to these grandkids type shit. Like, I don't really like that. I don't like that picking and choosing shit. So we leaving my dad in the motherfucking in in the past years. I'm really not fucking with it. I'm not trying to bring that into no energy. A lot of my siblings I'm leaving in 2020. uh they know who they are. I only got a select few siblings that I really fuck with on a deep level. The other ones I really don't care for like that. I love them. I just don't fuck with them. Um, yeah, like shit's really finna get real this year. Like I'm really locking in with myself and focusing on myself. I really don't give a fuck about family. I really don't give a fuck about friends. There's a lot of friends I'm leaving behind. Like I'll check on you from time to time, but bitch, don't expect no phone call from me like that. Don't expect to call on me like that. Like, I'm not gonna show up for you like that type shit. Like, I'm at a space right now to where if it does not benefit me, if it's not helping me grow with my businesses, whether it's the Waste Bee company or if it's the podcast or if it's with my spiritual business, if you're not helping me with anything I got going on trying to elevate, I don't want to deal with you. Period. I don't want that energy. I'm not I'm not fucking with it. I don't want you around. And it's like I learned a lot in these past 3 years that really taught me some shit. And I noticed that when I was at my lowest and in my real deep depression, I didn't have nobody to call on. I had nobody to talk to. I was the one that was always helping people and I was the one that people can call. But it's like when I was going through my dark times, there was nobody I can call on. There was nobody I can vent to. There's nobody I can talk to. There was nobody I can get advice from. And I'm over that. It's like I'm tired of being the friend or the family member that's always there for everybody else, but I have nobody to turn to. That shit is old. That shit is dead. That shit is lame. And It's like when they say check on your strong ones, your strong family, your strong friends, you really need to check on those because I have really been battling some shit in from 2020 to 2022 that a lot of people don't really know about, and I will never tell them about it, but there's a lot of shit that I was dealing with. And some of the shit that I was posting, you know what I'm saying? I was, like, putting up, like, slight messages or whatever, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? When they say when you really get quiet and you just fall back and you watch, you shit starts to unfold and you really start seeing who is really there for you, who really cares for you. And the only person that has really heard me when I was quiet and silent and not present was Bryant, my friend from Arkansas, Gianni, and who else? Fulton. Those are the only 3 friends that really heard me when I'm silent, but they always hear me when I'm silent because they know I'm not a talkative person like that. I'm really reserved. I sit back and I watch everything, but if it's a difference from me being reserved and quiet and being just quiet where I'm just not present with the world. I'm not present with nobody. Like, I'm just not here. And they heard that, and I didn't have to tell them anything, they just heard that, you know what I'm saying, something was wrong with Koya, let me call and check up on let's see what's up with Koya. And that really taught me some shit, like, the friends that be going through shit that I was really going there for and going through their shit with, they didn't hear me when I was quiet. And so I gotta leave your bitch ass in the motherfucking past hole. There's a lot of bitches that I don't fuck with, and I gotta leave you in the past, and it's like that, you can't come back over here type shit, like, it's like, yeah, it's like that. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? My father, it's like that. I gotta leave you in the past, I don't fuck with you like that. Like, I just don't. It's not genuine, like, I'm big on energy, I'm an empath, and it's like, I when if it doesn't do if my spirit does not feel the love, I don't wanna be around you. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of toxic shit that I just don't wanna deal with this year coming around, and it could be because I'm getting older, and I'm starting to notice a lot of things, and I'm just not with it. I don't know, I'm just not with a lot of bullshit this year. So happy fucking New Year, everybody! You cut the fuck off. Oh, shit, but it is what it is, you know? Some things you just gotta let go that's not beneficial to you no more, and it's like, it's not that I don't love y'all, I just don't fuck with y'all, and I don't wanna be around you. You know what I'm saying? I was not looking for you when you met me, but now with you, it feels like a part of me always wanted to have you. My heart stopped searching for everything else the moment I found you, and it's like, I have that person, but I'm not close to him like that, and I can't really have that full connection with him because he's, you know what I'm saying, in a different area, so it is what it is. Yeah, I just don't, you know what I'm saying, the whole family thing, and I don't have no support from family, like, everything that I do on my own. And it's always been like that since I was a child, like, I did everything on my own. I paid for a lot of shit on my own. My parents was never really present. My mom wasn't really around like that. My aunt really who's the like, my aunt is the one who really raised me. Like, let's keep it a buck. My mama wasn't really around like that. You know what I'm saying? She's either working or she was with her nigga. Let's just keep it a bean. My mom was always with her nigga. She ain't really was around like that. She ain't really been present. And it's like, I felt like my parents chose they partners over their kids, and that's one thing I'm big on now that I'm a mother and now that I'm starting to see certain things, and I don't want my son to ever feel like he is not wanted, he's not loved. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want my son to feel like I chose somebody over him. I don't want my son to ever feel like I don't hear him, I don't see him, I don't respect his views, his opinions, his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up with with as a child with parents that's not affectionate and they don't tell you that they love you, or they got their picks, their favorite kids, and they don't really show you that much attention, they don't hear you, that can hinder you as an adult. It really can. And I learned that talking to my counselor, like, I'm a middle child on my mom's side and on my dad's side, but, again, I'm the oldest girl on both. So, I was the child that was always had this negative title on them. They always put a jacket on me. Either I was the bad kid, the wild child, or I was the problem child. When all reality was I was the quiet child. I was just the child that didn't put up with shit. You know what I'm saying? I was the outspoken child. You know what I'm saying? I see through the bullshit. I was that child. I was just reserved. I was always in survival mode. I always had a fight for my protection because I didn't have protection. Nobody protects me. Y'all know, you feel me? Like, my brothers never really protected me like that. I always grew up fighting my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't grow up with no protection. My dad never protected me. He was never really there for me. So I feel like I'm always in survival mode. So I feel like that's why I am the way I am now that I am an adult. I'm always in survival mode. I don't trust nobody because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's not genuine. I didn't have that no love for my parents. So the fuck, it's nothing for me to cut a motherfucker off. And it's like with men, I don't chase men because if you really think about it, I didn't have no connection with my father, so why the fuck do you think I would give a fuck to have a connection with a nigga? Like, I don't give a fuck about a nigga. If a nigga was to come in and leave, I wouldn't give a fuck because you know what I'm saying, my dad wasn't present. He wasn't really there like that. He was in and out. I didn't have that connection, so the disconnect comes from my father. I don't fuck with men because of my father. Y'all know? I'm telling y'all, this is finna be a real podcast. Like, we really finna get into some shit. Like, and we finna get into some shit with my ex. I done had bad relationships. Um, Started from high school. I was in survival mode in that. I had to fight through high school. I had to fight through a relationship. I had to fight my way out of a relationship. 2 relationships. In high school, I had to fight out of that relationship with the older guy that I shouldn't have been with. I had to fight my way through there. Up out of that, it was either me or him type situation, type things. And then when I got with an ex, I moved to Kansas City. All cool and dandy, but I was in survival mode. I was in Kansas City by myself. I dealt with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I really dealt with some shit as a teenager and going into my adult years. I didn't know how to handle my emotions and you know what I'm saying? So I had to fight niggas. I had to fight my way out. I had to fight for my survival. I had to fight for my womanhood, you know what I'm saying, type things. And that really plays a part in who I am. And later on in different episodes, y'all will learn who Koi is, why she is the way she is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad person. I'm in survival mode 24/7. It's hard for me to tell who's real, who's fake, who's genuine, who's not, who's only here for a moment, who's only using me for my energy because I'm a positive person. I have a very good aura. I have a spirit on me that is very anointed, that's very giving, that's very caring. And I feel like a lot of people they attract to me because I have that. I feel like I attract a lot of broken people that need that healing, that positive energy, and then when they come and absorb it all, I'm used up. And once I'm mentally and physically drained and I have no more to give to them, I become, not resourceful for them, to them. And so they leave. And then I gotta recharge, back up. And you know what I'm saying? My spiritual people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. So it's it's been a battle. Like over these past couple of years into my adulthood, it's been a battle. I'm constantly battling with with life. And I'm tired of doing that. I'm ready to live. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to have a healthy mind. I'm tired of just dealing with people that's just just negative and toxic and wrong, and it's just they don't have no aspirations, no dreams, they don't wanna do nothing, and I'm very thankful for the friends that I do have that's that's goal driven, that keeps me on the right foot, that keeps me positive. Like Nate, he was my therapist that turned into one of my closest best friends. So that Nate, Alex, my business partner, he's very resourceful. He helps me with a lot of things that I'm not knowledgeable of. Um, Victoria, that's my twin. That's my street twin. Like, she really understands me on a whole nother level that most people don't know. Like, she really knows the real Koya. She knows who Koi Lene is, like, from the streets to now. Like, she really knows me. Like, if you was to ask her who Koi Lene is and what she's about, she can give you a full description without a breath. Like, that's twin. You know what I'm saying? And it's just I have a small group of friends that's real and ain't never snaked me, ain't never did no weird shit, ain't never moved walkie, ain't never ain't never gave me a thought to look at them sideways. Not for real. Like they ain't really gave me no real reason to be like, bitch, I don't fuck with you, like type shit like that. Like, not no real reason. And you don't wanna give me that reason, okay? Like, if you was to ever give a genuine bitch a reason to doubt you or look at you sideways or side eye, bitch, you weird. You weird. Something wrong with you. But yeah, we really finna talk. Like, y'all said y'all wanted the podcast. Here the fuck you go. Let's get into some real motherfucking shit. Like, y'all be asking on the platforms that I have built, whether it's from Instagram, because I did have a main page that switched over to my business page. It's now Wasted 17. That is my official business page. I do have a personal page. It's I am Koya. And y'all be following me on Twitter. Y'all be following me on TikTok. And Facebook too. And the followers that I have gained that really has been following me over the past couple of years, y'all been asking me like when am I gonna really get into who I am or let y'all know who I am. Well, this is what it is. This is who I am. My name is Koi. I'm Koi Lene. I'm from the Midwest. Um, I had a shaky childhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no silver spoon fed child, but I never wanted for nothing. You know what I'm saying? My mom was present, but she wasn't present. My aunt raised me from the time I can remember. My father was present, but he wasn't present. You know what I'm saying? I spent times with him on the summers during school. You know what I'm saying? When I was a younger girl, me and my younger sister, we always went to Kansas and we spent summers up there. So, you know what I'm saying? I had a childhood. I had parents. They just wasn't affectionate. They wasn't present. I have siblings. I have what, like 5 brothers, 4 sisters, if I'm counting correctly. But shit, I really don't fucking know. There's probably more than that that I don't know about. But I'm the oldest girl. Um, I'm closer to y'all ask me who am I closest to? Which sibling am I closest to? I'm close to my younger brother Devontae. That's who I'm close to. Um, Y'all asked if do all of us have the same parents? No, we don't. The only sibling that I share blood with, same mom, same dad, is my sister. My younger sister, and she's my biological same mama, same daddy. We got the same blood. Um, my other siblings, we share either the same dad or the same mom. Um, I have what? I have 2 nieces and I'm finna have 2 nephews. I have 4 guy kids. I have a older godson that's in Colombia. I don't really get to see him much, pretty much at all. Me and his mom is still at odds, but it's still respect there. I still respect her. We don't speak. Um, I have twin nephews and a niece. And as you guys know, I spoke on that. My best friend passed, and those are her kids. BB, Deuce, and Ace is what I call them. The twins live in Atlanta, and BB lives in Kansas City. Um, yeah, like I'm just a roundaway girl. Like I'm real cool. I'm real chilled. I'm real laid back. I'm reserved. I'm a homebody. I have one child. And that's it. Like I work, I mind my business. I don't really fuck with too many. I have a small circle um of friends that I talk to. I have business relationships and I have my personal relationships. I am not in a relationship. Am I dating? As y'all keep asking, no, I'm not dating. I have dated in the past and I just learned that the dating pool is just not for me. It's not the dating now is not what it was back then. It's a lot different. Intentions in dating is different. Dudes is looking for their mamas instead of a partner, somebody that they can build with. I'm looking to build with a man. Like I have my own, so I'm not looking to take care of no man. I don't want no control over no man, but I do want a man that's gonna come in and you know what I'm saying, show his dominance, you know what I'm saying? Let me follow. Like I always been the type of bitch to lead. I'm an alpha female and I need me an alpha male to tame some of my attitude, you know what I'm saying? Cause I am a real female. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you've been single for so long and you just become accustomed to doing everything yourself, paying your own bills and just having that freedom, that financial freedom of not really having to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the other person with bills or their own feelings, it becomes liberating after a while. But I have been single for a very long time. It's going on 10 years. And I know y'all been asking me. I've been seeing y'all DMs, okay? I've been I've been checking the DMs and I've been seeing y'all messages and y'all been asking me, but damn Koi, how long have you been single? Because I never see you post nobody. Like if you do post somebody, it's not really serious. You just be posting to be posting. And I've been single for almost 10 years. It's been damn near 10 years, and y'all be asking, well, how are you single, but you got a son and your son's finna be 6? Look, it was one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like single people don't be having kids. Like, it's just one of those. I linked with a close friend of mine, and we had a child, and that's just what that was. Me and my friend, we share a child, and that's just what that is, and it's love there. But y'all really be asking some questions, and I be like, "Dang, like, what do y'all really be wanting to know? Like, y'all be really wanna know the real shit of me and who I am, and what have I been through, and what was my childhood like, and, like, I gave y'all a eye opener of who I am and who my parents are and what they do. Like, my mom, she was a aide for for kids that are disabled. She no longer is. She's retired, so she's no longer a disability aide. My dad, he works still. He's been a truck driver all my life, and he used to be in a chapter with the Rough Riders. I did a show. I did a little show last year about that, and he's no longer Rough Rider. But y'all be asking about what's up. This is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a real female. I'm real chill and real cool. Like I'm a vibe. People love me, but once you cross me, it's fuck ya type shit. Like I just don't. I don't really do. I don't really do too much. But yeah, it's a real podcast. Let's see what other questions y'all been asking. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so y'all was asking me what's something people seem to misunderstand about me. And I already done answered that they misunderstand that I'm just a quiet, reserved person, but I'm aggressive. And I don't try to be aggressive. That's just me. I be in survival mode 24/7. I'm working on getting out of that. So most people misunderstand me as a caring person. They think I'm aggressive and I'm a fighter, and that's just not me. Y'all asked, what should I ask you that I didn't know enough to ask? I'm not unsure what y'all want, what that question means. We can go to the next one. Um, Tell me about a patient that touched your heart, and tell me about a patient that changed your practice. So I'm guessing y'all asking about my career change and wanting to go back into the healthcare field. One of the patients that really touched me was Miss Johnson. I used to volunteer at a Columbia Healthcare Center. I'm from Columbia, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Black and gold, home of the Tigers. Period. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm from Columbia. And I used to volunteer during high school at this place called, Columbia Healthcare Center. It was a facility for elderly, and there was a lady there named Miss Johnson. She was a Black woman, and she had dementia, and she was, you know what I'm saying, as you know, older when they get older and they start developing conditions, they become mean and combative, you know what I'm saying, and she she didn't like nobody at that facility. I was a student aide, and there was a girl that was, I think it was like her nurse, and she was trying to get her to like take her medicine and bathe her. And for some reason, Miss Johnson just did not like her. I don't know what, I don't know if it's because it was a white lady or she just did not fuck with her. She would hit her, she would bite her, she would pull her hair. Like, y'all know how it go in the facility. So one day I just took it upon myself to like, like, hey, like, can I help you real quick? And so I just went to Miss Johnson. I'm like, "Hey, Miss Johnson, what's up? Like, can I help you, mama? Like, what's wrong? What's the problem?" And I think at the age she was like 90 something at that time. She's passed on now, but at that time she was like 90, probably like 80, going into her 90s. And she instantly took to me. She was very sweet. So I think I resembled her grandchild or something like that because she didn't show to me what she did to other people. She was very nice to me. She always rubbed my hand. She gave me hugs. She always kissed my cheeks. So I'm thinking she thought I was like her granddaughter or you know what I'm saying, I resembled her granddaughter. And she was just the sweetest lady, like, she touched my heart, like, she reminds me of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, Toki. She was real sweet and nice, and she was just I really miss her. She really touched my heart when I was working at facility. She was a real sweet lady. Um, what else questions y'all been asking me? Let's get back into the questions. What makes you feel inspired or like your best self? What makes me feel inspired is, my son, seeing his passion and his energy for certain things that he loves to do is what inspires me. That's what drives me to keep going and to make new things, new content, and try new projects and new fields. It's my son. That kid, he's full of dreams, and that's what is my inspiration. Is him. Let's see. What else y'all been asking me? Let's see. What's the most important thing you've learned in life? What was life like before learning it? What was your life like after learning it? Okay, what's one important thing I learned in life that to always be your genuine self, no matter how genuine you are, you can't expect somebody to appreciate that. And even if they do you bad, even if they do you in, even if they mistreat you, always be your authentic, genuine self. So if you're a giving person, continue doing that. And that's what I learned during that and after that. I'm still a caring person. I still give because I learned that you can fuck over me if I'm doing for you and I'm really showing you that I'm here for you and I'm on your team and I'm siding with you and you tend to fuck over that. I look at that as like that's you that's a you issue. I can't control that. Like that's a learned lesson for you because when once you see that ain't nobody riding for you like that and you try to come back over here, I can't fuck with you. It's hands washed. And I learned that during and after that. And what was life? after learning it, life has been amazing. Like I always been that person since I was young. And at first I used to be like, well, damn, like what's up? Like why do people always tend to fuck over people that is genuine, pure souls? I used to take that to heart and feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe it's me, maybe I need to stop being so caring, whatever, whatever. And I learned that that's not the case. Some people just they just use you in when they need that healing process because they're broken within themselves. It has nothing to do with you. And I learned that. Um, what is your best tip for making the world a better place? Honey, I am not no motherfucking politician, okay? Stop the violence. There we go. We gonna go with that. Stop the violence. I'm not no politician. I'm not here to try to make the world a better place. The world is what it's gonna be, okay? You seen what they did to our pioneers that was trying to make the world a better place, and you see what they did. They killed Malcolm X and Dr. King and all them. So, look, look, I'm not in that field. I'm not in that line of business. Just stay out the motherfucking way. That's how you can help the world to be a better place. Stay out the motherfucking way. Stay in your lane. Do your best to create your world that you're living in. Create that. Make sure that space is full of love and positivity and try to influence the people in your circle to maintain that love there. Because you can't change the world. The world is full of sick individuals. You can't change everything. Let's do a couple more questions. What else? What y'all else been asking me? Yeah. Yeah, the world is sick, you guys. It's a sick place. You can't change everything. And I know there's some people out here that wish they could change the world. You're gonna run yourself sick trying to change the world. You can't change everything, baby. Um, let's see. What is your favorite self-care practice? I do spiritual baths. That is my self-care practice. I take my Himalayan sea salt and my body scrubs. I do my candles. I first I purify myself. I submerge myself in baking soda and vinegar just to get the dead layers off, and then I do the salt baths and the milk. I do pour milk over myself when I feel like I had went through a spiritual battle, and just to refresh myself and anoint myself again, I do take milk baths. Um, I go see my therapist. I talk to my therapist, whether it's through Zoom calls or in office. This podcast, I use that as a self-care practice, just to help my mind stay fresh and like full of positive thoughts, because you never know what can help with somebody else. Somebody that's listening could be going through the same thing that you're going through, and you know what I'm saying, they might not be able to talk to somebody, so listen to you and seeing how you deal with certain shit might help them. So I use this as a self-care practice also. That was a good question. What else? What is my morning routine? I get up, I take a shower, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. I have a lip scrub, I scrub my lips. I moisturize my hair, my skin, and yeah, I go about my day. The funniest story I ever told somebody. Oh, I never told this story. So one day I was pregnant, right? I was pregnant. I was a good 8 months, and I was on the phone with two friends of mine at this time, and they know who they are. And I don't know what we was talking about, but we was having a really good conversation, and the shit had me laughing so hard that I peed on myself. But I was pregnant though, y'all, so y'all can't talk about me. I was pregnant, so I peed on myself laughing too hard. And yeah, am I an introvert or I'm an extrovert? I'm an introvert, and like I described, I don't like meeting people. I have social anxiety. Anxiety. Period. I'm an introvert. Um, I don't really plan events ahead or try to plan things with people because my social battery is never at one level. It's never fully charged. So I can have a social battery charge for the month, and by the time it gets to that event that I told somebody I was gonna go to, I probably will flake out because there's no telling where my social battery is. And yeah, I tend to get drained quickly from being around people. So I am an introvert. What else y'all want to ask me? We're gonna do a couple more. Um, if you had to describe yourself as a animal, which would it be and why? I am a koala bear, and why is because I'm cute, I'm cuddly, and I'm a vibe. Y'all ever seen a koala bear in its natural habitat? They just be chilling. They don't really fuck with too many people. They don't do too much. They just be chilling in the cut. We eating our bamboo, our leaves, and we chilling. I will be a koala bear. That is my spirit animal outside of a deer. But that's why I'm a vibe and they just be chilling. Uh, let's see. What is your biggest pet peeve? I hate a liar. I don't like a liar. Somebody this is my outside of that, cause that's common. My biggest pet peeve is a person that has money and they use that as they reasons to be a jackass or a dickhead, or they flash it. I don't like a flasher. I don't like a person that has it and they're flashing it. Cause then to me it tells me that you don't have nothing to offer outside of money. Your personality is horrible. You're a lame. Cause if you didn't have that money, you what would you have to offer? You don't have shit. You a pussy out here. You horrible. You're probably a horrible you're probably a horrible human being outside of having money. Cause you could have money and still be the biggest lame. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve. I don't like a nigga with money and he expects to get bitches because he got money. Like, he expects, like, that's what's like, you're supposed to talk to him because he got bread. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. You a lame. Uh, let's see. What is my star sign? Okay, you guys. So let's get into astrology. Yes. Yes. Okay, so my star, I am a Gemini sun, I'm a Capricorn moon, and I'm a Cancer rising sign. So Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer. All right. And let's talk more into that and what it is. Okay. So first and foremost, a Cancer, that is my ascendant rising sign. It's in the planet of Mercury and it's in my first house. Um, also have Virgo in my sign. That's in the planet of Jupiter. That's in my third house. Scorpio is in the planet of Pluto. That's in my fifth house. Capricorn, it's in the planet of Neptune, Uranus, and the moon. And that's in the seventh house. I also have Aquarius, and that's in the planet of Saturn. That's in my ninth house. Taurus is in the planet of Mars, and that's in my 11th house. And my sun sign is a Gemini. I'm born in June. I'm a Gemini. And my favorite planet is Venus, which is kind of weird because I have a tattoo on my arm and on my hip that's a symbol of Venus. And I never really knew it until what it was until I really got deep into astrology and found out what was in my planets, in my houses, and what planets align with me. So it's kind of weird that I was getting all these tribal and symbol tattoos without even knowing what I was getting them for. So it's always been in me. The spirituality always been in me. I just didn't know it at that time when I was getting my tattoo. So it's kind of weird. And it's in my 12th house. Okay. And yeah, that was a good question. Nobody really asked me about my signs or my birth chart and all that. I like y'all. I like you. Whoever asked me that, you must be into astrology. You're gonna have to inbox me more so we could talk. Okay, we could talk. What's the last thing I Googled? Um, y'all okay, now y'all questions is getting silly. Okay. Let's see, what's the last thing I Googled? Let's go to my search. What's the last thing I Googled? Um, it was a Bible verse, 6:17. Yeah, that was the last thing I Googled. It was a Bible verse, Romans 6:17. But thanks to be the God that through you used to be slaved in sin, you have came to obey from your heart and pattern of teaching that has now claimed your allegiance, sorry, allegiance. But God to be thanked that yea, where the servant of sin has yet to obey from the heart of foremost. Yeah, that's the last thing that I have Googled. It was a Bible scripture. Y'all be asking questions. I see y'all interested in me. Uh-huh. And we're gonna get to one more question. Just one more, just one more. What did you want to be when you were a kid and why? I wanted to be an astronaut, and why is because I love planets. I love astrology. I love anything about the sun and Mercury. Pluto has always been my favorite planet, even though they saying it's not a planet, it's still a planet to me. And there's a lot of mystery when it comes to the planets, and I just like learning about it. And yeah, so those were the questions. Y'all be having some good questions. I ran across another question and I want to answer this, and this is going to be the last question. Um Someone has asked me, am I close to my grandparents? I am close to my grandparents on my mom's side. And that would be my grandma Belle, my grandpa Herb. And that's only because I was raised around them. You know what I'm saying? I seen them every day. I'm not close to my grandparents on my dad's side, Pookie and Fred. I'm not close to them. And that's only because I wasn't there in Kansas. I never lived in Kansas. We only visit during the summer vacations, and that was it. We didn't really interact with them as much as I did my other grandparents. And there was another question is, do we notice a difference in treatment when it comes to the grandparents? And I think you guys are asking, is there a difference in treatment between the grandkids? And there is a difference in treatment with the grandkids on my dad's side. And that's only because, like I stated, we did not grow up in Kansas. We only came during the summers. So we didn't get to spend all day, all night, every year with my grandma and grandpa in Kansas. Now, do me and my siblings speak on the treatment difference between my cousins? Yes, we do, because it's a thing. But do we resent our cousins for that? No. Do we resent our grandparents for that? No, we don't. And we understand that it's a difference because we don't live there. We only visit. Now, don't get it fucked up. I will fuck a bitch up and I will fuck a nigga up behind my cousins. Okay. When it comes to Essence and Eric, I will beat a bitch up. I will slap a nigga down. Okay. So don't get it fucked up. Don't think that it's a hate there, because it's not. It's not a hate there. It's a difference of treatment because we did not grow up in that area around them. We live in a different state. We didn't get to see our grandparents that often. So yes, there's a difference in treatment between grandkids, but there's no hate there. But that was a good question, you guys. Make sure you guys is following the podcast and you are sharing it. Make sure you're telling people about it. I love you guys. Happy New Year. We gonna get into some more shit. We gonna talk our shit throughout the year. We gonna keep this podcast rolling. Um, love everybody. Make sure you stay on the lookout, because in February I will be launching my new waist bead line on Wasted17 on Instagram. So make sure you guys are going over there and you're checking. I will be updating soon. And you guys, make sure you're following me on I am Koya on Instagram. Anything that got to do with the podcast, it will be in my story. So make sure you are checking it. Go on Spotify, put in Melanin Talks, and share the motherfucking podcast. This is going to be the realest podcast from the realest bitch that you have ever motherfucking met. I'm your girl, Koi Lene, and I will see you bitches later. Happy New Year.